is the night both sets of supporters have been waiting for. Not long now until kick-off on match day 1 in the Champions League. Who will get off to a positive start with all 3 points? It's PSG, they face Bayern Munich, and it's live next on EA TV. Hello and welcome to a football stadium with a very rich history. We're at the Parc des Princes in Paris. My name is Derek Ray, and sitting next to me with her tactical chart is Sue Smith. And so the opening match day for these two sides in the Champions League. It's Paris Saint-Germain up against Bayern Munich.
Yeah, cheers. Well, both teams will be hoping that they can get to the knockout round, so it is important that they pick up the 3 points early on. Just send out a statement to the others. I'm sure we'll see a good competitive match, though.
The Paris Saint-Germain starters. Nuno Mendes plays with Achraf Hakimi in the fullback positions. Vitor Ferreira starts alongside Fabian in central midfield. And the responsibility of leading the line today goes to Ousmane Dembélé. And so the starting 11 for Bayern. Manuel Neuer begins in goal. Dayo Upamecano plays alongside Jonathan Tah in central defence. And the main striker today is Harry Kane. Potentially exciting match in store, and it's Paris Saint-Germain who kick off. Room to roam. Well, he put the cross into the right place, but no one able to finish it off. Himself forward pretty well here, Harry Kane. Shown inside. Serge Gnabry. Fancies it. And how about that for a save? Joshua Kimmich with the corner. Well, pressure building, another corner. And the keeper able to hold on to it. To roam for PSG on the wing. Cross fired over. No nonsense clearance. Harry Kane. And snuffing out the danger. And as a play it goes, throw in coming up here. Brilliant idea. And a fine cross. Now, options are plenty, but nothing comes of it. Well, sometimes a player is simply a natural talent. Ousmane Dembélé falls in that category. What do you expect to see from him today?
Well, defenders are going to have to mark him tightly because he's got the ability to score all sorts of goals. He may need a couple of attempts, but when he gets it right, he's unstoppable.
Well, you really have to applaud the ambition. Takes the shot. Upamecano. Confident play. And the assistant referee has raised his flag. Offside. Did well to win the ball back.
Yeah, right place, right time. No messing about there.
Well, that one has promise. Well, unable to bend his run. Offside. Taking it away. Might do damage on the break. Well, they have to pay attention. Well, disappointing end to the move. And PSG pushing forward with options available. And the cross goes in. It wasn't the easiest header to control, but still he'll be a bit disappointed. Showing a good reading of the game. That's a lovely ball. Cross could be useful. Nothing to show for that attack. Dembélé. In it goes! The goal for 1-0, and that changes the dynamic.
Well, when you watch this again, the passing is brilliant. They always have an option, the ball is moved so quickly, the defence just can't get anywhere near them, and then what a finish. Well,
Bayern restart the game, a wake-up call for them perhaps. There to intercept. Nice looking pass. It needs an accurate cross. Quick break could be on. So over the line and a throw-in. And Kane prepared to fire. This could level it. And it is the equaliser. Parity now. And who's to say what's going to happen next?
Well, looking at it again, the goalkeeper will be so disappointed with this. It's a straightforward save. You have to try and get it away from the oncoming strikers, or they'll punish you, and that's exactly what they did.
So underway again, following the goal that made things level.
Luis Diaz.
Well, he tried in vain to get himself back onside.
Well, he's got to do better there. He's got to realise the situation and keep hold of the ball a bit longer so that he can get back onside.
PSG doing well to regain possession. Interesting pass. Trying to tee it up. Can he put them in front? Can they create something? Of ground to cover, splendid save. A PSG corner it is, and potentially an opportunity. Fired over by Ousmane Dembele. Really good interception. He keeps going. And he's driving his team forward. Dembele. It's a neat move. Well, he missed the target and then some. Wide it went. Upamecano. The defensive intervention there. And flag raised, offside.
It's careless this. He had other options. He should have held on to it a bit longer. Just give your teammate a bit more time.
Tar. Looking move this. Oh, it's on! Well, unable to hold his run, and that's offside. And Kimmich couldn't keep it. Plenty of support here. That's a high-quality pass. Taken short. Can he? Instinctive save! Fantastic reflexes!
Well, he was under real pressure there, but his reactions were absolutely brilliant.
And the corner played over by Dembele. Well, full marks to him for that header, but the goalkeeper did his job. With the header. And Dembele's given it away. He has teammates around him. That's well blocked. No foul, PSG advantage. He could really get at the opposition. And credit is due for that good piece of defending. Well, adding up all the stoppages, we will have 2 extra minutes. Now Bayern with acres of space out wide. From a long way out. Just have to make sure they don't get caught on the counter-attack. A chance to whip it in. Well, we had a decent reading of that ball in. And that is that for the first half here in the French capital. Into the second half, here at the Parc des Princes. Attacking possibilities for PSG. But they took care of the situation defensively. Quick break could be on. Oh, could be an opportunity here. Given away by Bayern Munich. Find the right pass. Could be dangerous. Not there to intercept. So a throw in for PSG. Well, this could really help the cause. Well, he read it well defensively. Can he play it in? Oh, that's a clever ball. Is it going to be? And a goal to re-establish their advantage. Just look at the celebrations.
Well, if we watch this again, it's all about being alert in and around the box. And when the ball falls to him, he's clinical. That's a really nice finish.
So back underway. Intriguing contest this, given the 2-1 scoreline. Upamecano. And he read it well, intercepting it. The verdict is offside here. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. making considerable progress with the ball. Not troubling the keeper. Oh, that's a super piece of defending. This could level it. And it is the equaliser. Parity now. And who's to say what's going to happen next?
Well, here it is again, and he shows his quality to beat his man, finds a yard of space, and then his finish. It's quality, that.
So back underway, the game having been squared at 2-2. And very nicely positioned to win it back. Now PSG moving the ball forward. What can they do from here? Chance to play it in. Clever defending. Fancies it. Well, the keep. Oh, and a penalty has been awarded. Big moment here. Can they get themselves ahead? Well, no card, just a warning and a fair few protestations.
Yeah, usually you'd expect a card for that, so I can understand why the opposition are complaining.
PSG are going to switch things around on the personnel front. And a chance to restore their advantage. And he's only gone and made it a hat-trick! Absolutely unplayable today! What a performance!
Well, if we watch this again, that's so close to being a fantastic stop. The goalkeeper anticipates which way the ball's going to go. He shows great agility to get across the goal, but the ball just manages to sneak in over the top.
On with the game then, 3-2. What will happen next? Bayern Munich now in potentially a dangerous position. And teammates around him. Oh dear, up a dead end. It was promising.
Well, nice approach, wasn't it? But the final ball just wasn't there.
Space afforded PSG. Such an ambitious run. That's a good-looking pass. Oh, terrific agility to deny them a goal. Well, a corner for Paris Saint-Germain. What can they do with it? Over it comes. Up a disappointing dead end. Takes aim. On a different day, it might have gone in.
Yeah, that was really close. It's not a bad effort. They just got to keep going, and I'm sure they'll get the equaliser.
able to win the ball back. He could pick out a teammate. Well, conceding the throw-in. Good challenge. In by Kimmich. Well, the cross was acceptable, but no one there to thump it home. And that is literally playing it straight into the keeper's hands. "15 minutes left for play." And intercepting it. Oh, they were in a decent position too. And just losing control of the ball, and it will be a throw-in. Can he find the right pass? Chance to finish! And PSG will have a throw-in. Oh, disappointing end to that. And Bayern, the recipients of the free kick here. Ten minutes left for play. They might not get too many more opportunities. Bayern have got to be positive. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. And the advantage is with PSG. And giving them too much space on the flank. It's a neat move. And a goal! They lead by 2 now. And that allows them to breathe a bit more easily.
Well, here we can see it again. He hits it so cleanly. Perfect contact. And the keeper never really had a chance. It's a fantastic strike.
Current scoreline 4-2. And out of play for a Paris Saint-Germain throw-in. Nuno Mendes. Well to win the ball back. Possession often the best form of defence.
Yeah, it's the right thing to do. Keep the ball and see the game out.
Now the counter-attack looks on. Chances on. There's the goal. Surely now, that is that.
Well, here we we can see it again, and he shows great ability to get past his man. And then from that sort of range, he's never going to miss that, is he? It's an easy finish in the end.
Josip Stanisic. Textbook example of how to cut it out. Well, not much doubt about that decision. Free kick. And that is going to mean a caution.
Well, you could tell by his body language he knew a card was coming there.
And Bayern will change personnel now. Well, the action is going to continue for a while yet. We will have 4 minutes of stoppage time. Good use of advantage in favour of PSG. Good looking cross. Well, no way through in the end. Really determined play to hang on to it.
Oh, he's such a tenacious player. I love watching him.
And roaming free here. And they've played their way into trouble. The final whistle then, and sometimes it just happens this way. A dreadful night at the office for Bayern to begin their Champions League campaign.
Yeah, they'll be disappointed. It's an uphill battle if you don't get anything from the opening game. It really comes down to how they bounce back now. It's vital that we see a much improved performance next time out.